What's up, guys? Welcome to Rossonari TV for the post-match of AC Milan versus Atletico. So, what a night! What a game! Where should I start? First of all, uh, I don't know where to start. I mean, I think it's gonna be really hard for us now with this result to go through this group. And I'm not talking about because the team doesn't have enough quality to go through. It's just really hard. It's we needed at least 1 point today, not because 1 point is gonna help us, but it's gonna keep Atletico to 2 points. Now Atletico is on 4 points, and so it makes it really complicated. So I would say it's getting really hard. Now is a miracle. To go through this group is a miracle. So before we start talking about the overall game, let's talk about the first 30 minutes where we were 11 against 11. I just want to try to first analyze that game because clearly there was two games in this match. It was the first 30 minutes, 11 against 11, and after that there was another game. And of course, if anyone wants to join on the live and have an opinion about this game, I'll put the link on the comment.
Yeah.
And Roy, if you want to pick any comment or anything like that, but I would say, Roy, do you want to start?
Ooh, I like your thumbnail. Guys, Laird is a master at making thumbnails.
Roy, do you want to talk about first of all, the thumbnail is our guy is a graphic designer. It doesn't work for us. It does it basically for free. He's an AC Milan supporter,
okay.
and he's amazing. So I'm gonna just put his logo one of these days just to promote him and help him because he's just amazing. What I want to say, Roy, tell me
Yes.
about the first 30 minutes. What do you think about the game? The
The
first 30 minutes.
first 30 minutes, Milan played like Milan. They played like a team that was hungry to win. They did everything right. They dominated the game. They made Atletico Madrid the submissive team. They won the ball in Atletico's half. We asked questions. We almost had a goal with Rebic, and then a few minutes later we scored with Leao. Brahim Diaz looked amazing. Leao looked amazing. Salamakers looked good. Benacer looks like he's ready. Kessie looks like a mess. And it was absolutely great. It was the perfect usual AC Milan game that you see when they play at the San Siro Champions League. We saw the classic AC Milan for the first 30 minutes. Guys, Lucas is literally being the most stupid person on earth. So Lucas, come here on the live and let's have this debate, you and I will fucking make you look like the child that you are.
And good luck convincing Lucas. We know he has no prior playing or coaching, so don't expect much.
Anyway, the first 30 minutes were great. Were absolutely great, and it was AC Milan, the AC Milan that we know.
Who was the player that impressed you the most in those 30 minutes?
I want to say offensively Leao and Brahim, defensively Tomori and Romagnoli.
I really liked Benacer in those first 30 minutes, and of course the whole game he played. He was amazing, and I like Brahim Diaz as well. They were like everywhere in the pitch. They were covering, they were creating, they were amazing, both of them. I really like them. They didn't miss anything, nothing wrong from them for those 30 minutes. Because in those 30 minutes, I'll say my opinion, those 30 minutes, we were perfect. Like, I think Kessie was the worst in the pitch in those 30 minutes. He was, again, slow, not in the match, not understanding what's going on around him. Not in the right position, always sometimes out of position. That's how he got the first yellow card, because he was out of position. And Leao and all the others, Rebic, Theo, Selemaker, of course, they all played well. They really had a great game. But my two best players in those 30 minutes were Brahim Diaz and Benacer, and I think they played great as much as they played. I think Pioli did it right. He got it completely right. The tactics, the strategy, and we were going for the 2-0 easily. And the second yellow happened. I have an opinion about that, but we're gonna talk about that after. Nathan, do you want to say your opinion about the first 30 minutes?
Yeah, we completely dominated them like I expected us to. I've been saying how poor Atletico Madrid has been playing, and I was proven right when we had all of our players on the field.
All right.
It
Hey, guys,
wasn't
chat is.
even. Yeah, go ahead,
Sorry,
Rob.
just before you go, guys. Right now we're full. No more people in. We have a lot of people in.
Okay.
Yeah, we are
Like
full, guys.
Like we completely dominated them with such ease. It was a joke. It was a joke. That's how easy it was for us. Everyone played. Well, not everyone, but for the most part, everyone played really well. People were staying in their shape. Our passing and one-touch passing and vision was great. It was perfect, honestly. Like there was absolutely nothing that you can score. Not absolutely, but for the most part, this performance would have been a struggle to handle for any team. Any team would have had difficulty containing Milan today.
Yes. Let me hear from other people because I want to go quick. So, guys, I want to hear your opinion about the first 30 minutes. Try to be quick. Try to say everything. So, Bilal, the first. Go for it, my man.
Yeah, I'll talk about the first 30 minutes because I don't want to talk about the whole game. The first 30 minutes, with this young side, they really seized the opportunity, even against Liverpool, and today again. I think the average age was 23. Everyone, first 30 minutes were amazing. Benacer controlling the midfield, Tomori at the back, amazing. They just run their socks off. And if Rebic finished his chance and we were 2-0 up, that game is over and out. We've won that game. And Leao wasn't offside for that overhead kick. So if that had gone in, I don't know, I would have fainted. It was amazing. But yeah, the first 30 minutes were fantastic. And I agree with Roy, the change of substitutions later on was a bit of a damper on the whole night. But you can't take anything away from this young side. The first 30 minutes were fantastic. That's what we want to see. And for the next 4 games, let's go the same way. Nothing to fear. We're in this competition the first time in 7 years. Just carry on going out with nothing to fear.
I want to say something, and after Simon, you are the next one. Man, the first 30 minutes were the best Italian team in Champions League in the last 5 years.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe I'm biased, but I think I've never seen an Italian team play like this in Champions League on those 30 minutes. And we know a lot of things happened that influence the game. And it's not excuses. I'm not saying excuses because that is when you have experienced player, they don't do those mistakes. Kessie did. Because again, the referee, in my opinion, was poor, but Kessie did a mistake. Simon, go for it, man. Tell me a bit about what you think about this first 30 minutes.
Impressive.
Good. Yeah.
That's as short as I can get.
No, that's perfect. I understand. Because a lot of people are saying. Sina, what do you want to say, my man? Welcome to Rossonari, by the way. I think it's your first time here.
Yeah, it's my first time. Thank you so much. And the first 30 minutes, we were great against a weak team. Atletico lost against the 19th team in La Liga, and we needed this win. And like Pioli, with bringing the Kessie in, we did a great mistake by that one. We should have started Tonali and Kessie. Ben Nasser played amazing, but
I want to say something about
Tonali
this
was unfit.
thing. Everyone was saying Kessie Tonali before the game. No one was giving any credit to Benacer. No one was giving any credit to Benacer.
Most people were saying Benacer Tonali.
Nasser was playing
was
really
unfit.
good
Tonali.
the next couple of games.
Guys, hold on. If you're not talking, mute your thing.
But anyway, I agree with you. After the we saw the game, of course, we can say it was better to put Benacer Tonali, but Pioli, I think, had a strategy. He wanted Tonali fresh against Atalanta, and I wouldn't. I mean, Tonali can see when they are in the day, they are the same level player. Maybe can see even better if he's in the right day. So I wouldn't blame Pioli on that before the game. We can actually criticize Pioli during the game when you actually have something in front of your eyes and you can change something. But before the game, it's really harsh on him. Say better Kessi, better Tonali. It's a bit, But I agree. I agree on your opinion. It's your opinion, and it's rightly so. Every one of us has different preferences. Saif, what do you think about the first 30 minutes and this game? The
Wait, wait,
first
wait.
half.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah,
Tonali
go
wasn't
for it. Sorry.
Tonali wasn't fully fit. That's why he didn't start. That's all.
Yeah, he was a bit slow and tired, Tonali. I saw him during the game, but anyway, say if you go, man.
First of all, is my voice clear?
Yeah, go for
Yeah.
it.
First of all, I hope everyone is safe and well. Uh, Honestly, apart from Kessie, which I know we're gonna get into depth, I don't have anything negative to say about the team, about Pioli. They did a great match, even at 1-0 down. We were until the 84th minute. All the chances they had were just shooting from outside the box. We headed every ball out. Our players were aggressive. They fought. The crowd was amazing. It's just an unfortunate ending. Until the last minute, I thought the referee was fair. I really did. But even yeah, but yeah, yeah, yeah. But when I saw the penalty in the last minute, I honestly thought it was such a weird decision because it was clear that it hit Lamar's arm first, and then it went to Mora. But it was a close call. But overall, I'm really happy for the team. It's a shame that happened. Unfortunately, I know we're gonna get into Kessie a lot, but what is he doing? He was never gonna get the ball. He had the first yellow. Why would you dive in like that? You're supposed to be the leader of this team. You're asking for 8 million. I wouldn't even give him $8 now. Yeah.
Well, we always say that at least I always say that AC Milan shouldn't pay any player of the roster 9 million. No one should deserve 9 million because they don't have the experience. They haven't won
True.
anything with this team, and they
Mm.
are not proven champions. They are not proven champions. They had one at a
100%.
great
Yeah.
season. Somebody has
Yeah.
a great potential, but no one is a proven champion.
And
Zlatan
and
is
the
a proven champion.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the people who were saying that Kessie was only gonna have one good season, I was like, no, this guy is truly showing his potential. But seeing him this season and the recklessness that he's shown and his inconsistency, he reminds me of the 2018 Kessie, who we were all calling a donkey in the midfield, who was absolutely useless.
Anyway, we are going to talk of individual, performance. Fixed
Yeah.
sides. What do you want to say about the first half an hour? Because yeah, it was a different game the first half an hour. Yeah.
This is the AC Milan I've been dying to see all season. A team of
Yes.
fluidity, movement, attacking, total domination. That is what I saw from 10 players. We will get on to a certain player later tonight. I'm going to burn this man. I'm burning this guy down tonight. He fucked us tonight, right? Let's get it straight. But I'm going to stay calm, right? But from the rest of the team, they were faultless. They played their heart out, and I'm so pleased to see the way that we played tonight, and I hope we continue to play like this.
I love that. Yeah. No, I love that energy. By the way, again, I don't think we have a lot of chance to go through, but I want them to play like this. I want them to be fearless, to go to Madrid, to go to Porto against San Siro, against Liverpool, and against Porto. I want them to show us that they have value. I want them to prove us they are. To show Italy how you play in Champions League. Let's say that. Rohit, go for it, man.
Yeah, so it's 3 a.m. in India, so I'm just gonna encapsulate all my opinion into this one into
Okay.
a few sentences because I can't sit for more than 3 a.m. But I'm so enraged at what happened because we played a nearly perfect game for like 30 minutes. like I know everybody's gonna judge Kessie for that red card. I have a different opinion on that. So I'll come to that later. So the first 30 minutes, it was like uh, we had like 60% of the ball, and Atleti were like just sitting back and trying to absorb the intensity of Milan, and not concede any goals and then hit us on the counter. But we were intense enough. There was this wonderful through ball by Diaz to Rebic, which led to the corner, and that was a corner from which we scored. And there were a lot of chances. We were pressing high. Theo Hernandez was doing well. Rebic was getting to every ball. That was the situation until the red card changed the match. So I think the first yellow card was fair because it was a counter attack. So stopping that is a
Yes,
yellow card. Yeah.
I
The
think everyone
second
agrees with
yellow,
that.
yeah, the second yellow is where I first. So let's say when the referee gave the second yellow to Kessie, I was like, why the fuck did this guy give the do such a stupid thing when he knew he was on a yellow card, and he actually failed his team. The thing was, I don't remember the exact minute, but Atletico were attacking us, and Rodrigo de Paul fouled Tonali the same
Exactly.
way that Cassie fouled this guy for the second yellow, and this I don't want to use any bad words here. This this guy, useless referee, he did not even call a foul. So the question is, why is there the double standards on Kessie? Why was that a yellow card, and why was the foul of Rodrigo de Paul on Tonali not even called a foul? It
I
was
agree with
so
you.
infuriating. So the question is, was that a red card? It completely questions UEFA's fair policy and blah blah blah. It completely questions, and obviously then you have the last minute penalty, which is one of the worst officiating I have seen since the 3-3 Roma draw last season, where Roma got a penalty when Pedro fouled Benacer in our box. This is one of the worst refereeing I've ever seen in my life. But in terms of the performance, I was very proud of the team. I don't know what Pioli could have done more. I think this was the best we could have done because at one point of time, only three players were in defense for Atletico, and the rest eight players were all attackers. So I think to negate the situation, the only way we could have done was to park the bus. Maybe we can blame the first goal on Alessio, but I'm not going to do that because he played with. I mean, it's difficult to play with 10 men for
Yeah,
60 minutes and keep your concentration for such a long time.
is yeah. Is
Very
a
very
second.
proud
Is a
of
second.
very proud of the team, very proud of the performance, very disgusted by UEFA. And I think I kind of like feel that what's the point of watching UEFA Champions League anymore with the kind of the unfairness that's going on? I really don't know. But I think we can take a lot of pride in this performance and carry this momentum on to our Serie A season, and the best part is no injuries.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. This, by the way, this is a same competition. Manchester United, Manchester City, Paris Saint-Germain. That is a clear red, in my opinion. I don't think the guy De Bruyne got even a yellow because UEFA needs to save the show for this game. This game cannot go 10 against 11 at a certain point. It needs to stay 11 against 11. On AC Milan against Atletico Madrid, Kessie does a foul when there is no counter attack, there is no violence. Clearly, the Spanish guy dives, so an experienced referee should know that, understand that, of course, give the foul, but not give a yellow card like this. We saw a lot of fouls of the same intensity Kessie did for that yellow card, and he didn't give a yellow card to the other players. He just waited for that moment and gave it to the straight away. Second yellow and a red. For me, that is bad referee. It's not a second yellow. It's just a foul. Maybe you go to KC and you tell him, listen, you cannot do these type of fouls with no reason, but not give him a yellow card. And you should tell the guy of Atletico, listen, don't die because I'm not stupid. I saw the foul. You didn't die. You're still just completely fine. But I think that was really bad refereeing. And my friends here, Amir, was showing the penalty. That is not a penalty. Again, if you go and check the VAR, if the referee runs to the screen and check who touches the ball for the first time with a hand, you can see is the Atletico player first and after Kalulu. Exactly. He touches the ball with the hands and goes on Kalulu's head. If he doesn't touch the ball with the hands, Kalulu doesn't even touch it. So again, they gave him to Atletico a penalty in the last minute. And in my opinion, if it's such a close call, when you're not sure if it's a penalty, who touches first, who touches second, you don't even give the penalty. You don't go in that territory. If it's such a great territory, it's clearly not Kalulu that touches first. Is the Atletico player, and you don't give a penalty on the 93 minutes on a 1-1 game after you gave such a generous red card or yellow card to KC. If anyone disagrees on this, let's talk about this now, and after we can talk about tactics and everything like that. And I'm not talking about this to talk about excuses or something like that. At the end, we're gonna go forward and try to win every game. But Amir, what do you want to say, my man?
Don't show official highlights. Don't show official highlights.
No, it's a small screen.
It doesn't matter.
It's my first time here. I'm so happy to be with you guys.
Thank you for being here, man.
I want to say that I'm not angry because I think I'm a little bit older now, so I'm more experienced. I'm not angry because I knew this group was extremely difficult. Like Porto was in the semifinals last year. It's an extremely difficult group. And we have a very young, inexperienced team. But I just agree with everything Liar just said, that you should have given Kessie a warning on that instead of a second yellow and tell him, hey, buddy, the next one is a red card. You should have given him a warning. And my brother just sent me this on Twitter. That Atletico player hit it with his hand first, and then Kalulu hit it. And I can't believe that they were looking at it for 5 minutes, and they
didn't see it.
And they didn't see it, and they called a penalty. And then people who are upset with Pioli's substitutions, what do you want him to do? We have to try to win the league because the league has just started. We have important games in the league. We have to keep Tonali fresh. Giroud has to be fresh. Like Benacer has to be fresh. He had to make these subs. Like his hands were tied. We had to. And we had to defend for 45 minutes, and we needed fresh legs to run and try to defend the lead. I'm proud with the way that they played, but this was a difficult game because of the referee. But Forza Milan, anyways.
Oh man, thank you for joining us.
We had to defend for 68 minutes against 12 men.
We didn't have to do that. Pioli dropped the ball today. Pioli dropped the ball today. Pioli showed to be an absolute coward.
Come on, Roy. No, Roy. No, that's not fair. Look at that.
No. Hold on. Don't
wait. Calm down. Let's. Okay. Roy wants to talk about the second part of the game. We all agree about the performance of the first part of the game.
All right.
So let's talk about the second half, because at the end we handled it pretty well until the end of the first half.
Right? Okay.
We actually didn't risk it at all.
Thank you. Good. Exactly, Larry. After the red card, Pioli set up the team with a 4-4-1. Brahim Diaz was put in the middle line, and Leao was the center striker. In that, when we were playing that 4-4-1, Milan still had a grip of the game. We were still looking dangerous, and Atletico Madrid was struggling to come through because they had to go through two lines. But as soon as the second half started, Pioli played with a 6-2-1. When the fuck has anybody ever seen a 6-2-1? You play a 6-2-1, you're inviting your opposition into your box. Of course, eventually we're going to get a penalty. We're going to get a goal out of nowhere. Pioli dropped the ball. He gave this game away. Today, Pioli showed to be an absolute coward as a coach.
Roy, can I ask you a question? And I want to hear from everyone.
I agree with you, Roy. I agree. You cannot give up your midfield like that.
No, guys. Listen. First of all, Coward is a big word.
No, it's
I
the
think
right
it's a
word.
big word. I think it's a big word. And second of all, you said 6 men in a defense.
6-1. Pioli played with a 6-1 for 45 minutes. That's suicide.
Listen, but who was this 6 player? Sorry, I'm a bit confused. On the
You
defense, who was the 6 player?
You didn't see it? It was Salamakers on the right, Calabria, Tomori, Romagnoli, Theo Hernandez. That was it, 6-1. And then the two midfielders were...
That is 5. That is 5. Who is the 6th one?
Who was the 6th one?
Because Leao was in the pitch until minute 70. 7-0. And
later he subbed Paulo Torre in, so he was the 6th one.
Let me think.
But when Paulo Torre came, that was
they started playing right away. No. They started playing with 4. They started playing with 5. They started 5-3-1, and then it became a 6-1 after, like, let's say 10 minutes.
Because I saw as well that Salamakers were dropping a lot, but I don't think that he was dropping a lot because Pioli told him to drop.
No,
he was getting.
Of course,
he was going. No, because on the other side, Leao we didn't have anyone on the left side.
Light. That was a tactical choice. That is 100% a tactical choice. I know that from experience. Players do not just go and drop him a defensive line unless the coach tells them to do that.
No, I didn't see that. Anyone saw that? Because I didn't see that. I saw 4-4-1 the whole game. But Paulo Torre wasn't good enough, and he was scared. He was shitting himself, and he was always dropping back.
Are you serious? You saw 4-4-1 the whole game?
I'm dead serious. That's what Pioli was trying to do.
Well, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Then Paulo Torre subbed in. We were for sure playing 6-2-1.
Because Paulo Torre got scared, and Salamakers got scared. They were pushing us.
Scared.
No, that's not.
God.
We didn't play a 6.
Okay,
whatever you guys are saying.
This is misinformation. This is misinformation right now.
That's my opinion, man. We're not giving information here.
This is not about opinion. The coach sets up the formation. That's why coaches are paid millions to do that. Pioli obviously put a 6-2-1 field. I don't know. I've never seen in my whole life a 6-2-1. That's what he did. He is a coward. He sucks. Get him the fuck out of AC Milan right now.
No, I disagree.
Wow.
When Kessie came out, we had a whole look at the screen. You see,
when Kessie came out, it was a 4-4-1, and it worked beautifully.
Okay, 4-4-1. Who's your center mid? Who's your 2 center mids? Because Leao, Diaz, Salamakers are not center mid. He had to put
Tonali Benacer were in the middle. Brahim Diaz went to the left, and Salamakers on the right. That was the 4-4-1. Guys, if you did not see the 6-2-1, then I don't know what the fuck. You guys are blind. Put on fucking glasses.
You guys can easily see it with our midfield.
But Nathan, what I'm telling you, but Nathan,
when we had a 4-4-1, you can see that we still had midfield presence. You can still see it. Yeah, they still had.
But Nathan, but I'm not saying. Nathan, those are the players Pioli has in the bench. If you put Paulo Torre on the left instead of Diaz, Paulo Torre is gonna interpret the game in that way. So he's gonna be more a defender than an attacker. So that's why the shape you saw was a 6-2-1. But clearly the intention of Pioli was to have a wing, a classic wing on the left to defend a bit more, but not a 6-2-1.
So.
Are you guys crazy?
I'd like to say something.
Six Eyes, you want to say something? Go for it.
I think Roy is correct in that we played after Kessie got sent off. We played a 4-4-1 that worked out for the remainder of the second half. We looked very good. I'm not going to call Pioli a coward, and I'm not going to blame the players. I think what happened was that we were gripped with fear in the second half, and we wanted to get something out of the game. So naturally, we just dropped back in that very deep defensive position. Right? It's not that. Please let me finish. I just feel that that's how we ended up based on the players that we had on the field at the time. We had no attacking outlet. Right? No disrespect to Giroud, but he's not up to the pace of the game.
No.
Carry on.
Guys, I'm sorry, but when you say that happened naturally, no, that was an organized 6-1.
No. If Pioli doesn't say that, listen, if I hear it from Pioli, okay. That is your opinion, Roy. I'm
It's
sorry,
not an
man.
opinion. It's not an
No,
opinion.
that is your opinion, man.
You
Because
guys
it's
don't.
purely.
I'm
Roy
sorry, you
likes
guys,
to troll
you guys,
over and over
you
again.
guys do not know how to read formations.
Okay,
If
we
you-
don't know how to read.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
we don't know how
yes,
to read.
you
Okay,
don't, you
okay.
don't.
I wanna hear other people. I think Bilal wanted to say something. Bilal, you wanna say something? Okay, Bilal, maybe later. Sian, you wanna say something, or Simon, whoever wants to give any opinion about this,
About what?
about the 4-4-1? What do you think about the second part of the game? What went wrong?
Leo,
Well, it was a tough game. I mean, like naturally, you know, you have to defend, and yeah, some players get nervous, and as we all know, they don't have that much Champions League experience, so naturally they just drop back. So it just invited more pressure and more pressure. Now I don't agree about 6-1, but it was more like it was just like you say, like when the other guys have the ball, you like
I'm
there's
going
no
to make a
options for you,
video.
and
I'm
then
going to
what
make a
fell back.
video. I'm going to make a video.
Roy, let the man speak.
Tomorrow.
Roy,
No,
let the
no.
man
I'm
speak.
going to make a. Don't tell me what
Roy,
to do.
let the man
Don't tell me
speak.
what to do, Success.
I think
I'm
Roy
go-
is just like to
I'm-
troll. Every
I'm going to-
every
shut up,
video
shut
I
up,
hear,
shut
he
up,
always
shut up.
likes to troll.
Shut up. I'm going to make a video tomorrow proving how you guys have no idea how to read a formation.
It's
Right.
possible.
You're
It's possible
entitled
that
to
we
your
played that
your
at the last
opinion, Roy.
10, 15
But there's
not
no
an
need to
opinion.
be abusive,
It's
right?
possible
We're
we
all
played
here
that
for
way in the
AC
last-
Milan.
Now you guys are saying stupid shit. What do you want me to tell you?
No, but
Listen, Roy, don't fuck with me.
Hey,
All right.
fuck off, Success. Fuck off.
All right,
No, you don't fuck
Guys,
with me.
calm down.
Come on.
Calm down, calm down, guys.
Let's-
Calm down.
Let's move on to another
No,
topic.
but
Calm
Roy-
down.
Roy-
We can
Roy's
be
right.
respectful. You don't need to
Probably
talk to me
played
like
way.
that.
But we probably
Six Eyes,
Guys,
stop
we'll-
talking to me.
calm
Six
down.
Eyes. Six Eyes, stop
Calm
talking.
down,
I
guys.
think
Calm
let's talk
down.
about Cassie. It looks like people like have a lot of like beef
Listen.
on Cassie. Let's talk about Cassie. Let's let it load out on Cassie.
Cassie needs to
Listen.
sign the contract. That's why he's playing like this, because his mind is thinking about a contract and where he's gonna play next season. Same thing, like he's gonna end up like Donnarumma and Romagnoli too. Like, you know, the first goal was Romagnoli's fault. The guy is so tired, or he's not in shape. He's not good enough.
Roman and Florenzi,
He could have
both
blocked
of
the
it's
goal.
both their fault.
He could
It's
have blocked
both of their
the
fault.
shot. Like Tomori, if Tomori was marking whoever scored the first goal, he would have blocked it, or even Kayer.
Yeah.
Romagnoli's at fault for the first goal, and Roy. Yes, you're right. We dropped back in the last 15 minutes, but they were
It
exhausted.
wasn't. It
What else
wasn't
you gonna do?
15 minutes. It was
Nah,
45
it was
minutes.
far more than 15 minutes. It was far
They're
more.
It
exhausted.
was-
They were
it was-
exhausted. They were
It was
exhausted.
from the beginning of the second half. We played a 5-3-2, and then after 10 minutes, it became a 6-2-1. That is a cowardly move. That shows that Pioli's a coward. Why you
Okay.
defending
guys.
this guy?
I shouldn't have-
Okay.
guys.
I
The thing is,
shouldn't
what do you
have-
Guys,
expect? Like
I was saying
Guys.
about
it's like
Kessie-
2-3-5.
Kessie and Romagnoli they played brutal. Kessie and Romagnoli played brutal today. Like,
Roy, can we? I'm saying just in general. Can we have a different opinion, or we can close the post match and just say that? And but people are free to have an opinion.
But people that are saying it wasn't a 6-1, like you're wrong. It was a 6-1. Like it is. There's nothing you can say that can tell otherwise.
You literally
But
just need to look at how the defensive shape
It's not an
was.
opinion.
Nathan,
It's a
Nathan,
misunderstanding of the game.
we are saying that the shape in the pitch is not purely asking them to do it. It was just happening because Atletico was pushing us in our half. That's what we're saying. There is a chance that actually is true that there is a small chance, or you are 100% sure that Pioli went in the dressing room and told them, "Now we're playing a 6-1."
Yes,
Are
yes.
you were
I'm
inside the
100%
dressing room. You
100%
were inside
sure.
and
Because
you were
there's
inside
no way,
the dressing room.
no way a team does that naturally. You
Nah,
either do
I've
it-
seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it.
never
I've seen that.
I've never seen
I've
that.
seen that.
never-
I've seen that. You
Yeah,
never. I've seen it. I've
so
seen
then
it.
there's no point in having a coach. There's no point in having a coach. man.
I think Roy Liet, I think there's a compromise in this
There
because
is no compromise. There's
Oh,
no
I-
compromise.
if I just explain, I think Roy, I think you're right, but I want to provide the explanation for it. So after the first half, Simeone made some changes, and I think initially the intention was that we needed to rest some of our players that were getting tired. So we brought on Balotore, and obviously we had to regroup the midfield because Diaz couldn't hold in the 3 or the 4 that we had, that 4-4-1. But their substitutions forced our hand to play a lot more defensive. So we ended up, it was a 4-4-1, but we ended up as a 6-2-1 only because they were so offensive and they put on 4 attacking players. So we had to balance that out. So that's why I think we went.
No. You're saying you have to. You don't have to do that. You can still play with courage and with this game 4-2, 3-2.
Okay, Roy.
You can still score goals. The way Pioli set up the game is impossible to score goals. You're only going to absorb pressure.
There's
Do you
in response?
you really think you can score a goal with Giroud in that condition?
Yes,
Okay.
Giroud came in 10 minutes. Before we had 30 minutes of that second half in which we could have scored 1 or 2 goals if he kept a 4-4-1.
With
But instead,
Giroud did screw up that big ass chance in the second half.
with the quality of Ballo-Touré.
Balotelli
Nathan, you're really serious. With the quality of Ballo-Touré,
Yes.
Giroud,
Giroud literally messed up at least an 80% goal chance. And that was when we were still playing the right position, the right 4-4-1.
So Pioli wasn't coward. We had chances. Can you
He
just
was
be
coward
on one
once
side? We had chances. We went forward. But Pioli was a coward.
Yeah,
Can
but
you
that
just
was when we were still
take a
winning.
side? Take a
We were
side,
not-
please.
Also, I want to say
you're
this.
No,
Also, I want to say this.
explain.
I want to say this. If you set up a 6-2-1, that means that when you win the ball in possession, you only have one player to come out, and that player was Brahim Diaz, and that player is going to be surrounded by 4 Atletico Madrids. We're going to kick his ass, and he's going to get injured. Not only he fucked up the tactics, but he put our players at risk, and he got Brahim Diaz injured. Pioli dropped the ball. You guys want to defend him because of blah, blah, blah. I don't know why. And he dropped the ball. Just say it. He fucking dropped the ball.
You're gonna overstrain your players when you force your team to play like that. The players are gonna get more tired because they're chasing the ball, and then once they clear the ball out to nobody, then they push up, which means you're expending even more energy because now you're trying to push up, and then you're going to run right back because you have 0 midfield. Like that's literally what happened. Like
Nathan, you didn't see you didn't see Joao Felix coming in. Antoine Griezmann, Thomas Lemar, Renan Lodi, Rodrigo de Paul, Suarez in the pitch. They were 7, 8 attackers. What are you talking about?
They would have came in.
You guys are good at talking. You guys are good at talking. It's not so easy. Ballo-Touré is not better than all of these players. Ballo-Touré is not better than
came in at the end.
Ballo-Touré came at the 30 minutes, man. See, you don't even remember. Ballo-Touré came at the 30 minutes. Florence is not good. Florence is not good enough.
That's when
no.
That's when he should have
It's not
changed.
good enough.
30 minutes in, that's when Pioli should have changed.
And still, Roy.
You should have played offensive football for 30 minutes and then go to your 6. I've never seen
Roy. And they still have just one clear chance. The penalty was completely invented from the referee.
It was going to come.
They had just one chance.
And blaming the referee. You guys are blaming the referee. No, Pioli dropped the ball today. Stop blaming the referee.
Listen, Roy. We did not say the referee was terrible for the whole game. But if you want to pretend like he did not invent the last minute penalty, I don't know what game you watched. Did you see how?
Man, hey,
come on, man.
The referee should have given Atletico Madrid a penalty for them.
No, you know why? No, I know what chance to talk about. It took 2 deflections. No, bro, it took 2 deflections to hit Tomori's arm. That cannot be considered a penalty. Come on, man.
I'm not going to blame the referee today.
Listen, we did not focus. I know, bro. Listen, we did not focus too much about the penalty. If you hear, all you guys say is Pioli. As far as I know, any team that goes down to 10 men, which has even more quality as Milan, with even a better coach, they still end up losing the game. So it's not always about tactics.
Exactly.
Listen, let me continue, Roy, please. This is the first game after 7 years in Champions League. We have many youngsters. Our oldest player on the pitch was Rebic, who was 28, and then Giroud, who's I think 34 or 35. We played very well. Apart from the penalty and that Griezmann goal, they had no clear-cut chances, only shooting from outside the box. We literally blocked them. We defended well. They did nothing.
We gave them the ball.
They were losing the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
We gave them the ball for the whole half. We invited them to come and create chances.
Bro, we were playing 10 men against Joao Felix, Griezmann, even Carrasco.
Those guys will
Felix,
came in
bro,
regardless.
Felix alone is worth 120 fucking million.
Who cares?
Doesn't matter. So what?
Only a
So
fool would think.
Quality,
Only a
man,
fool would
quality.
think- Only a
Look
fool would think that Felix
Bro,
is worth that much.
Bro,
Only
Marcos
you
Llorente,
are
like
bro,
giving up
bro,
the
bro.
midfield. You're giving up
Marco-
the midfield. Safe. Let me
Bro.
ask you something. Safe, Aldo. I want to ask Safe something. Safe, is a midfield important in football? Yes or no?
Bro, listen, I'm not gonna
No,
answer
no. Answer this
tactician questions.
No,
Of course,
He's
answer.
important. He's
So why
important.
would
He's
you give up
important.
the midfield? So why would you give it up?
Why?
Bro.
When he gave it up the midfield? Can you tell me
guys
when he
can't-
gave up the?
This is you guys can't read.
When?
You
When?
guys
Tell me the
don't-
minutes, man. When
guys
he gave
are-
up the midfield?
The whole second half. The whole
Yeah,
second half.
we gave up midfield by putting Tonali in. Yeah, we gave up the midfield by putting
But
Tonali.
that's the player, yeah.
When we put Tonali, that's not
It's
true.
like-
When we put Tonali in, we still had 4 in the mid.
I was
So we didn't
trolling.
give up- Oh, okay. So I was about to say, I was like, wait, what?
So what was the midfielder that Pioli put that he shouldn't put?
No. We gave up the midfield by putting a line of 6 in defense. That's how you give up the midfield.
Okay, I think Roy is fixated with 6-1.
Yeah,
And many
because
other
I know
people
what
don't
I'm
see it. So
seeing.
can we just
Because
move
a
on
lot
to
of
the different
people
one?
don't know what they're seeing.
Roy,
I think
sorry.
the referee.
Roy.
Let's move topic with referee. The referee
Roy.
didn't perform really poorly.
Okay,
Condovia should have
listen,
given the second
listen.
I'm
yellow.
going to say one more
Listen.
thing and I'm going to go. I'm
Yeah,
going to say
okay.
one more thing and I'm going to go. I'm going to make a video showing you what I can see because this is what I've done for many years. What a lot of you guys have no idea what you saw. You have no idea what you saw. You have no idea how to read tactics.
Okay,
So I'm going to make a
Listen.
video and fucking prove all you guys
we'll
wrong.
watch it.
Roy,
We'll watch it.
Roy,
We'll watch it.
Roy, listen.
We'll watch it.
Roy. Listen, guys, listen. Fuck's sake, listen. Roy, we're not saying. Of course, I know that you coach the team. I know you even make videos about tactics. I know that you're already good at them. But let's for a moment stop talking about tactics and speak about playing 10 men against a team that just won La Liga with the quality of attacking players they have. It was
That does not mean
does not
jack.
what?
That does not mean jack.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, that
because
doesn't-
Atletico
Okay.
from last
Nathan,
year.
no,
is
you
the same
cannot.
thing this
You
way.
clearly never
Listen.
played football if you think that doesn't mean anything.
I
I'll
played
tell you
football.
that.
I have coached football for
Atletico
over a
form-
decade at high level.
Average
You
football.
can
You coached
play-
average
you-
football. You coached average football.
It
If you
doesn't
think doesn't
matter.
mean anything,
It
it
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
mean anything.
It
You're
doesn't
playing
matter.
against one of the
If-
best
if-
team in the world,
if
and doesn't matter.
If PSG
That's
and
bullshit,
Espanyol
Roy.
are average
BS. Bullshit.
schools, then
Bullshit.
whatever.
I don't care. Bullshit.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Liars,
One of the
you
best
have
team in
no
the
idea
world.
What you're talking about. You have no
No,
idea
no,
what
you
you're
don't
talking
have idea what you're talking.
Next
One of
One of
topic,
the best
please.
team in the world.
about. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking. You're just
No.
saying shit. 'cause you
No.
wanna say shit.
You're not gonna pass these, man. You're not gonna pass these. Oh, not on this live, man.
Yeah, I'm
Not
gonna
on this
show you.
live.
I'm gonna show
That
you
is-
how wrong you
Do
guys
another
are.
live. Yeah, do another
I
live.
will. I
This is
will.
what-
I
Guys,
will.
This is
Guys,
one of the
I
best
will.
teams
Okay,
in
let's
the
do
world.
another topic, please.
Guys,
No, no,
This
no.
never ends.
I wanna-
One
Guys,
insists on 6-1,
guys,
and then all the others
I want to talk.
don't
I
insist on
want to
that.
talk now.
One last thing, guys, please. One last thing. I
Bullshit.
want just one match when we lose a game and fans don't blame Pioli. Just one
Exactly.
game when fans don't blame Pioli. Always there has to be a reason. There has to be a reason.
Today
They
was-
don't consider that
today was-
Atletico is a La Liga winner, man. We barely made the Champions League. That's the difference. Look
Today
who
was
came off
Pioli.
the bench for bro. Listen to me. Look who came off
Look
the
at
bench
the
for
bench,
them.
man.
Look who came off from bench from us. Who came? Giroud was
No,
finished.
Even if
They couldn't
Come
even
on,
get a fucking
man.
ball.
didn't get a
You
red
guys are
card,
just being
even if we did not get a
fanboys.
red
You're being
card,
fanboys.
even if we
Let's-
did not get a red card and they brought those players on, it would not matter. You guys are comparing.
No,
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 man,
Nathan,
no.
don't even
No.
try.
Stop,
Nathan,
stop.
no,
I'm
not
listening
even
to you
try.
guys. Listen,
11
listen.
against 11,
Atletico
Pioli was
Madrid-
killing the game.
no,
No,
Yeah,
see,
even-
you're
even-
so unfair. You're so
Even 10
unfair, man.
against
Atletico
11,
Madrid-
even 10 against 11, Pioli was winning the game. But then he decided to go gung-ho
Exactly.
defense.
No,
Even
he
10
had those
against-
guys-
changes.
guys.
Can you see the
Atletico
changes
Madrid
he
from
has
last year
available?
And Atletico Madrid from this year is not the same thing. If you really
Nathan,
think that this
stay on the
Atletico
facts.
Madrid is at the
Stay on-
same, no, listen, no, Larry. If you think this Atletico Madrid is the same Atletico Madrid from last year, you guys have zero clue. This Atletico Madrid this year is like a shadow of how they were playing last year.
Okay,
I don't
bro.
care,
Actually
man.
watch
I don't
them,
care, man.
You would know.
Nathan,
I don't
Nathan.
care what
man.
players they have. I don't care.
Nathan.
I don't care. No,
Nathan.
even if we stayed at 11 players, even if we stayed at 11 players, and
You
they
think
brought
we
in
would lose
all
the
those
game?
other players,
How-
we
Would
would
how
you
do you
think
know
we
that?
would lose the game?
Nathan, how do you know that?
I know this because I watched this fucking team this whole year so far, and those players haven't done shit.
That's how I
No,
fucking know.
Stay on the tactics of Pioli because you're blaming Pioli. 11 against 11, Pioli would lose the game.
No, he wouldn't.
Eh,
I don't think he would.
No.
Exactly. So that's
And even-
because he doesn't have any fault on the tactics. That is
No,
the players.
but he messed up
But
the
even-
second half. Like,
even-
come on.
Man,
Even
look at the
at-
players
even
he
when
has
we went down to
How
available.
was
ten-
it Cintra? It's the
Even-
shape of a team. He messed up the
Oh
shape of a
God,
team.
Even
you
when
guys
we
are
went down to
crazy.
10
You guys
players,
are crazy.
He
Even
gave
when
up
we
the
guys
went
are
down
whole
to
crazy.
10 players,
You guys have no idea.
Larry,
What you're
even when we went down to 10 players, we still controlled the game. Maybe not offensively, but we still had control on the game. When he made those changes, we lost all control.
Exactly,
of the
because
game.
the quality of the players we have, not
it's
because
the
Pioli
shape.
not it.
The
tactics.
That's not
shape.
it.
It's
That's-
the
That's
shape.
not
Oh,
it.
that's not that. That's not
It's the
that. It's
shape.
not that.
It's the
Okay.
shape. Like.
It is the shape.
Nah,
It
you guys
is
are crazy.
100% the
You
shape.
are crazy, guys. You're crazy.
It is
I think you're crazy.
110% the
It's
shape.
You guys are
mathematics.
crazy.
It's mathematics, Larry. It's
Nah, you
mathematics.
guys are
It's
crazy.
simple
I'm not even
Yeah,
talking
okay.
Spend the
about
last
It's
this.
10 minutes just
110%
arguing
the
over
shape.
this. Can we move on?
Yeah.
Yes,
You
yeah, we'll
guys
move
are
on.
crazy.
I want to talk about Giroud. Hey, I want to talk about Giroud right now.
Oh,
No, you're
okay,
saying you
let's-
have good
Motherfucker
players.
off
Why are
the
you gonna
team.
complain about Giroud? Why are you gonna complain
No,
about Giroud?
no.
You're complaining
No,
about Pioli,
I'm
not about the
changing
players.
topic. I am changing the
Larry
topic
is the
right now.
lawyer of Pioli.
But
I
no.
want
If you're
Giroud
saying that
off
Giroud
this
is the
fucking
best
team.
player, you cannot blame Pioli for the tactics. Because I'm saying
No.
that Pioli lost the game because he didn't have good players to put in the second half. You're saying
Look,
that Pioli
I'm
lost it
changing-
because
no.
of tactics. You
Larry,
cannot criticize the
Larry,
players.
I-
No, you're not
I'm not
allowed.
talking
You're
about
not
the
allowed.
tactics anymore. I'm not talking about the tactics anymore.
Nathan,
I'm talking about
I'm
the player
telling
now.
you.
Hey,
No, I'm telling
I
you, you
want
are not
Giroud
allowed.
off this
You're not
fucking
allowed
team.
to have an
I
opinion
want
about the players.
Giroud.
You know what's
I
the
want
beauty of
Giroud
Paramount?
You're not
off
allowed.
this fucking player.
You're
know
not
what's the-
allowed. You
I
blame
want
the
Giroud
tactics. You
off
cannot
this
blame the
team.
players.
You know what's the
Nathan,
beauty
Yeah,
of
I'm gonna blame the
Paramount?
players. I'm gonna
Is
blame.
that
I'm
I
gonna.
can
I'm gonna
rewatch
talk
the
about
game
Giroud.
and I'll show you exactly. I'll show you guys exactly what you didn't see.
Can we just change the topic once again? I just want to make a quick point because I think
Yeah.
it's
Go ahead.
the point you have to get from this game, and this is why we have Champions League games. This was a real test for us because if you noticed in the second half, a lot of our players lost their head. Tonali, Theo Hernandez, yellow card. Rebic lost his head in the first half. These players now have to play Atlanta, and now we're going to see the true test of this young team and their maturity because Pioli has to bring them all back around again to get them focused on the Scudetto. So just focus on the bigger thing from this game. We wanted the Champions League. This is what happens. One little mistake, and Ramnoli obviously didn't defend that first goal. One small little mistake cost us a goal, and then at the end, again, 50-50 whether or not it's a handball or not. But this is what tests you and shows whether or not you're mature. We've got a young side. Let's see how they react.
No, Pioli did the same mistake last
It's a really good side. So let's just see what happens next week. That's when I'll judge Pioli is when his team are down and out and they've lost their heads in the game. I want to see how they react against Atalanta.
I mean, if Pioli has 11 players, he's going to play the game he knows. But today, with 10 players, he chickened out. I've never seen in my life what I saw today. Never. Never once. This is the first time. And to me, it's an embarrassment that it had to be Milan. I've never seen a 6-1 in my whole life, and it had to be fucking Milan. Out of all
Okay,
teams.
Roy, name me one clear-cut chance other than the penalty and the goal. Come on, tell me. Bro, tell me.
It doesn't matter.
Tell
We
They
lost.
actually had.
It
They had
doesn't
numerous.
matter.
They
We
had
lost
numerous.
The point.
They had numerous
Safe.
half chances.
Safe. The point is
What?
that you're inviting your opposing team into your box. And you say, but that's what you're fucking giving them the game away.
Listen,
You're giving the game away by doing that.
Bro, calm down. Please calm down. I'm begging you, please calm down. We all have opinions here. And I'm even more angry, but I'm trying to calm down. Look at the positives. Just hear me out for a sec. You think if we would have kept the same shape, the same bullshit tactics we were playing, in the last few minutes we weren't gonna invite pressure either way with the quality of players that they have in attack.
Not the quality.
Come on, man.
Listen. Pioli, if he had balls, this is what he would have done. A coach with balls would have done this. He would have kept the team exactly the same as he did when Kessie came out in that 4-4-1 for about 25 to 30 minutes. Try to score a goal because Milan could have scored a goal. They had the quality to score the goal. We saw it. We saw it with our own eyes that they had the quality to score a goal. And then last 15 minutes, play your stupid 4-3-3 or 6-1. But don't play 45 minutes like that. You gave the game away by doing that.
Roy,
Today, Pioli dropped the ball. It's safe to say it. You're not going to go to hell if you say that, guys.
Roy, you're right. I think we gave the game away in the second half. Perhaps the tactics could have been better, but they did have a lot of attacking players on the field, so perhaps they probably would have overtaken us if we played a 4-4.
Okay, but of course I'm going to put a lot of attacking players on the field. I see what the other coach is doing and say, okay, well, these guys are not going to attack anymore. I don't need to defend. They put everybody in defense. I'm just going to stack the team with attackers. I would have done the exact same thing Simeone did. It's too easy.
I still think we have to give credit to this young side. They played their socks off, irrespective. I think you're right. The tactics were wrong by Pioli in the second half. He should have stuck out a 4-4-1. But you just have to give credit to these young kids. They were fighting for their lives on that pitch. And you know what? To come away 2-1 on a dodgy penalty at the last second, it could have easily just been a 1-0 win if we.
But you're inviting a situation like that to happen by playing this way.
I know, wrong tactics. But look, we're a young side. We've got an unexperienced coach. He's never been in the Champions League before, to my memory anyway, with a quality side. So, we live and we learn. I think it's 2 games in the Champions League. If we can win the next 4, we've got a shot, haven't we?
He's not learning. He's not learning. We lost against Liverpool. We were supposed to learn from that one and win this easy game that they lost to a number 19 team in La Liga. And it was a shame watching the game for 45 minutes. I don't know what was the positioning of the ball, 20% to 80%. It was just disgusting how Pioli played in the second half.
There was no tactic there. There literally was no tactic. We couldn't even play the ball out because we had nobody in.
Because we didn't have good players in the pitch, Nathan.
Good players.
Stop it with the bullshit. You need good players to react to difficult situations.
So you
don't need average players like Balotelli.
You do not.
Man, are you kidding me? You cannot do what you were telling me with Balotelli and.
Larry, you don't need the IQ of a genius to understand there was no one to pass to in midfield. Moving your body 5 yards, 10 yards forward so you can have a midfield presence does not mean you have the IQ of Jesus.
Let's say
midfielder. Which midfielder?
Okay.
Benacer was tired. Tonali was tired.
Let's say you have the ball in midfield. What do you do next?
Of course they're tired because in a 6-2. Hold on. Of course, Benacer and Tonali are tired because in a 6-1, the only people running like mad are your 2 midfielders.
Exactly. They're tired the fuck out because
it's not exactly. No.
Look, if you're playing that far back in defense and then you're the one to initiate a counterattack, you're starting a counterattack from your own own
box,
and you're trying to go coast to coast. You're trying to go coast to coast with 2 midfielders.
And you're trying to go through 8 Atletico Madrid players, but they're going to destroy you. They're going to injure you.
And you can't say no. How many times was Tonali the only fucking one trying to run the ball up in midfield? How many times was Tonali out there by himself?
Tonali lost a lot of balls, man. It's not good enough. Benacer in the pitch kept the ball, never lost the ball. Tonali lost a lot of balls. I can tell you that. Tonali gave away a lot of balls with no reason.
In order to protect,
I'm not protecting Pioli, man.
You have to say, but our players are shit now.
No, I'm not saying.
Yes,
right. Why you interrupt me? Why you interrupt me?
Shit, man. You're
no, you can see it on the TV that Tonali is losing balls and Benacer is not losing those balls. He's keeping those balls. You can see that. That is not something.
I'm not gonna say Tonali shit. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not saying Tonali shit. Tonali lost a lot of balls. Benacer not. At a certain point, Benacer was able to keep the ball, to put it on the right, on the left, on the defender. Tonali was losing it.
He was great.
It was awesome. Okay, it was awesome. If you think he was awesome, that's fine.
They were losing because there was no one so they can pass.
Why Benacer wasn't losing the ball? Why Benacer wasn't losing the ball? He had the same players around. Tonali was losing, Benacer
now, guys,
can you explain that?
In order to protect Pioli's cowardness, we have to put Tonali under the bus. This is what's happening.
Guys, can we please stop calling that guy a coward? Listen, I even said Kessie was playing like a donkey, and I feel bad for saying that. I don't think it's nice to keep calling him coward, because based off of 45 minutes, a simple tactic, you're gonna call the guy coward. It's
That's a
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's a coward.
It's not fair to call someone coward. In my opinion.
Say, either you play with courage or you play with fear.
So, and not only that, but once Pioli, he should have been able to realize that once he made that tactical decision to play that deep, he should.
But that's your opinion. That is your opinion. He made that.
It's not an opinion.
You starting a talk. You starting this talk with your opinion. No, it's your opinion. You're not inside the dressing room. It's your opinion.
This is not an opinion.
Nathan, you listen to me. I'm gonna finish now. You're crazy. The players in the pitch were Calabria, Tomori, Romagnoli, Teo Hernandez. In the midfield, Benacer, Tonali. On the left, Ballo-Touré. On the right, Selemakers. And one striker, Giroud. That is not a 6 whatever. That is a 4-4-1. Whatever is another thing when Ballo-Touré stays back and it doesn't go forward or doesn't have the quality of Leao to go forward. It's another thing when Selemakers and Benacer are tired. But that's not what you're saying. Don't say it.
It doesn't matter how much you shout. It doesn't matter how much you shout. Like you didn't see this game correctly.
No. When I see Pioli on an interview saying, "Listen, I put 6 defenders because I wanted to defend and keep the result," I'll say, "Yeah, you're right."
I'll show you guys. You know what's the beauty? You know what's the beauty?
Speculation.
That is speculation.
Speculation.
Hold on. Let me just say this. You know what's the beauty of Paramount? That now after the game is I can replay the game. I'm going to take pictures of all the times of when Milan parked with a line of 6. And then I'm going to show it to you guys. Then what are you going to tell me? Are you going to tell me that I
No, I'll tell you what.
There, we didn't.
No, Nathan.
We did not play the same way.
Nathan, listen to me. I'll tell you what. If the left wing of Atletico is on the same line of the striker, Selemakers has to go on that fucking line. And that's why there is 6 players in defense. Not because Pioli is because he needs to follow his players.
No, he doesn't. If you watch correctly, if you watch correctly, as soon as Atletico Madrid got the ball in defense, Selemakers went straight away into the line of defense. The tactic was clear. With the ball, we'll play 4-4-1. When we defend, we play 6-2-1. That was the tactic. It was clear as day. Anybody with experience in coaching can see that. The tactic is with the ball, play 4-4-1. With defending, play 6-1. That was a big mistake.
Because we still had a numerical advantage.
You could have defended in a 4-4-1 position.
Good to know. After 58 minutes now is when we don't have the ball was 6. When we have the ball is a 4-4-1.
Yeah,
slowly it's changing. Oh, now it's changing.
No.
Now he's not a coward anymore. Actually, he's trying. When he has the ball,
it was only 4-4-1 during a goal kick. So, when the ball was stopped, and then Milan can organize in a 4-4-1.
So basically,
during play, if we won the ball back, we won the ball back in a 6-1, making it impossible for the midfielders and the team to move up the field.
So when we had the ball, we didn't go on a 4-4-1. I want to see a picture. I want to see a picture of us having the ball. Of a 6 defender, us having the ball with 6 defenders.
I'll show you 100. I'll show you 100.
No, I want to see that.
You guys,
every time every time Benacer and Tonali had the ball, they always had a left wing and a right wing available.
And the fact
to attack every time.
And the fact that you guys think
I'm waiting for that picture.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for that picture.
And the fact that you guys think that players just do whatever they want during a game is asinine. That's not how it works.
Yeah, it doesn't have a joystick, Pioli, that controls every single movement.
The coach tells the players what lines
he has an earphone, and he's telling every single player how to move.
Like coach for 10 years.
Come on.
And then come and tell me.
Bro,
coach first for 10 years.
Pioli has coached more than you, man.
It doesn't matter.
Don't have the right to tell those things.
It doesn't matter.
He has coached more than you.
Okay, and I have coached more than you. So you go coach for 10 years, and then tell me if players can do whatever the fuck they want on the field.
No, I didn't say that, but you cannot control them 100%. They're gonna make mistakes.
The tactic is obvious. It is clear. The tactic is obvious. It's clear. It was a cowardly tactic. He is a
Stop
bum.
using obvious and clear, man. It's just for you.
He's a coward.
I'm waiting for that picture, by the way. I'm really waiting for that picture.
I will show you.
Us having the ball and Benacer and Tonali not having anyone on forward on the right or on the left. I want to see that picture. You're never gonna find that. You're never gonna find that.
We literally had no one on the left or right.
Guys, what I found really funny, if I may speak, what I found really funny, I don't know one between of you who said this, who basically said the 2 goals of Atletico, one was not a penalty and one because either Tomori or Romagnoli couldn't cover the guy who Griezmann scored the goal.
It was Roman.
But it's but it's still Pioli's fault. I can't wait when we win against Atalanta.
Yes.
It will be a Pioli masterclass. Pioli is a tactician. Pioli is the second coming of Guardiola.
It's Pioli's fault because he invited them. That's why it's his fault. Instead of deciding to go and play out with courage, try score another goal and make it a goal fest, he said, I'm going to go play Catenaccio at 10. Not Catenaccio at 8, Catenaccio at 10. Inviting the team. Do you guys know what a 6-man defense looks like in the midfield?
Okay. I saw a comment, I don't know by who said it perfectly. People are blaming Pioli for not playing Catenaccio against Liverpool, but now when he does that against Atletico with 10 men, suddenly we're saying, oh, he did wrong. He's not good enough.
I don't know who said that. I don't know who said that, but he dropped the ball today. He dropped the ball, guys. You guys can defend him all you want. He dropped the ball.
This is the first time in Milan's history that we have 2 consecutive losses at our first 2 games, and it's credited for Pioli.
No.
What do you mean?
This is the first time in Milan's history that we are starting the UCL with 2 losses.
No, man. I've seen an AC Milan getting 4 goals from an Atletico team. I don't know what you're saying, man.
And do you not realize this is not the same AC Milan from 2007? So you need to actually manage your
Milan's
expectations quite a bit.
Man.
Come on, man.
Milan's history.
We should have won this game. This was a game that we should have won.
I've seen. I mean, you are quite young. I've seen AC Milan in Milan losing against Galatasaray in a group stage. You're too young. So you don't remember. So I think you should remember those
no,
games.
I don't. I started watching AC Milan since 2001.
Well, I've been watching AC Milan, and they've been a lot of other games that actually got the tactics or they did it wrong. I don't think this is Pioli's fault. I don't think Pioli could have done a lot. If Pioli had players like Ibrahimovic in the bench, Messias, or players that actually can go forward, and he doesn't put those players in the pitch, but he puts Balotelli, Florenzi, I blame him because I'm saying, okay, he's doing a defensive tactic. He's not even trying. He didn't have any attacking players to put in and to try to attack and to go on a counter. He didn't have anyone.
So why even take off Rebic when you know counterattack is going to be the only way forward?
Exactly.
Because you need to put Tonali in the pitch. You need to put Tonali in the pitch in the midfield.
Giroud.
No, he took Rebic, he put Tonali. Who was your change?
Yeah, but the mistake was Giroud.
Salamaker.
No, guys, the mistake wasn't there. The mistake was the second half, the way he approached the second half.
Well, exactly. You can't play with Giroud when you got 6 men in the back and you need to counter. You can't play with Giroud on top. You're never gonna outrun them.
He shouldn't have stopped Giroud in.
Who is going to play against Atalanta? If Leao does all the 90 minutes against Atletico in a counter-attacks, sprinting every 50 seconds, who is going to play against Atalanta?
Well, I agree with you, but why focus on Atalanta
This is not
now?
FIFA Football 22, man. This is not FIFA.
Messi,
you guys are crazy. You are crazy.
Larry, you think that this is like some sort of like we're in a world where everything is just perfect? You gotta understand that shit. Sometimes shit does not go right. So guess what? You ask who's gonna play? Leao can't do this and that. Well, guess what? Unfortunately, he would have to do it.
What about Diaz that gets injured? Diaz got injured.
Yeah, you know why he got injured?
He got injured
because he got injured because of the shape of the team. because
here
he
we
had,
go.
he had
He
to.
overstrained his body from
The
the
fact that you guys,
excessive amount of running.
So
It's simple as that.
it's also Pioli's fault that Diaz got injured.
Yeah,
He
of
is
course.
getting injured.
Of course,
He
it's
is getting
Pioli's fault.
injured because he's asking to
That
do
is.
too much. He's
Oh
overexerting
yeah,
his body.
he asked him to.
100%.
And Saif, you know what? If Leao
Yeah.
got injured, it's Pioli's fault because he should have
These
substituted
are,
Leao
these
for
are,
Reb for
these
for
are things that
Yeah,
Giroud.
you
and
guys.
bro,
That is what
yeah,
happened.
and
If Leao
bro,
stays
yeah,
in the pitch,
exactly, bro,
Leao
and,
stays
and
in
the
the
second,
pitch.
and
That's
the
what we're
second,
dealing with these
and,
people, man.
yeah,
I am
bro,
not
bro, bro,
saying
Steve, we're
that
dealing
you
with these
guys.
people.
I'm not
exactly,
saying that you guys. I'm not saying that you guys are not capable of seeing these things because anybody, honestly, anybody can coach football. Coaching football is not. You don't need to be a genius to coach football. But there are clearly things that you guys do not understand, and you're saying.
You guys are not answering my question. Diaz got injured. You say it's Pioli's fault. You don't tell me
Yeah,
you should have
100%.
done this tactical change. You should have put this player and does
Yeah.
that tactical change. No one is saying that. You
He
don't have
forced-
any
Larry,
solution.
you know,
You're
each
just saying
tactic,
Pioli made
Larry,
a
you know,
mistake.
each tactic has a different amount of strain on a player's body.
Nathan,
Yes.
give me a
Do you-
solution.
do
Don't put me
you
beautiful
understand
words.
that?
Strain,
The
difficult. This.
I'll
Give
tell
me
you
a
the
solution.
I'll tell you.
Diaz is
I'll tell
injured.
you-
Yeah, what do you put?
I'll tell you the solution. If you don't want Diaz to get injured, defend in a 4-4-1. That's it.
Yeah.
Boom. Easy.
Oh, Diaz got injured. You said we were attacking until that point. Diaz got injured or whatever. He was tired. He was exhausted. He was attacking. I saw Diaz get a foul on the right wing.
Of course
He
he's
was
exhausted.
attacking.
You know why he's exhausted? Because
Tell
the
me,
way
please.
the way the team was set
No,
up.
because
he
we
had to
were
do
one
all
less.
that
We were
running.
one less. We
In a
were
four-
one less.
In a 4-4-1, you
No.
don't have to do all that running. In a 4-4-1, you don't have to
Guys,
do
why are
running.
you always taking the negative out of this? Let's focus on the
There
positive
is,
of this game.
there is no positive. There is no positive.
There's a
only
lot
What
of
do you mean
positive.
there's no
Brahim,
positive?
The
We
only
just-
Leao,
positive
played a
is the
phenomenal
first
game.
30
Bro,
minutes, and that's
bro.
it.
There's no
Well,
positive.
The only positive is
Yes,
the first
so
30
bro.
minutes, and that is
Okay,
it.
first 30 minutes.
Well,
so we
and
got
then
a red-
KCA made a mistake,
then-
but we gotta focus on the next
Exactly.
games. I mean,
Bro,
what's the problem?
we got a red card.
That's
Well,
football,
playing
guys.
good-
I mean,
well,
you make a
well,
mistake, KCA made a mistake, and now we need to focus on the next games. But
Wait,
we
wait,
can't
who-
say
who made-
everybody was shit. We played good first
No,
half,
no,
and then
no. I'm not saying everybody was shit. I'm saying Pioli and Pioli and Kessie were shit. That's it.
Well,
Everybody
I
else was
agree
shit.
with you. I
Don't
agree
forget
with
about
you, but
Giroud. Giroud was absolute shit
I
as
don't
well.
blame Giroud. Giroud was
Nah,
also
fuck that. Giroud is in the game to bring the ball down and win headers.
If
Giroud is 10 feet tall and he cannot win a single header.
But
10
to
feet.
who? To who, Nathan? In a 6-2-1, who is he feeding?
I understand that, but when you do get the ball to him, the few times that we did get the ball to him, he couldn't even control the ball. I understand.
I
if he
agree. I saw
controlled
the
it
same
and
thing.
then lost it. Like if he controlled the ball and then lost it, that's because he's outnumbered. And yes, the formation. But when he can't even control the ball or even win the header, I don't care if we lose it after he wins the header or controls the ball. The fact is he doesn't control it or win the fucking header. I want this motherfucker out of the fucking team. I don't like
No,
Giroud.
no, no.
Where's Antonio?
That's
I'm
too
gonna
much.
tell him right
I'm
now
not
as
gonna
well.
go there.
You're going
That's
too
too
far.
I don't give a
Man,
fuck.
Nathan,
Giroud
Roy
is
was
2 weeks
one bad
ago,
game.
Nathan, 2 weeks
2
ago,
weeks
you
ago,
wanted
I
to
said
give
he was
9
shit
million
too.
to Kessie. You wanted to give 9 million to Kessie 2 weeks
No,
ago.
I never said that. I said if
No,
Kessie
you-
does not,
No,
I
he
said if
never
You
said
never
that.
say that.
He never
You
said
never say
that.
that.
no.
No,
Oh,
Nathan,
God.
I said
I'm going to defend
Can some-
Nathan. Nathan
Can
said that
somebody
they
help
should,
me?
Nathan said
Nah.
that they should have accepted his first offer. He never said 9 million.
No,
exactly.
thank God we didn't. There was never that first offer, man. Nathan doesn't even know what's happening behind the scenes, man.
But
What
you
are you
do.
talking
like,
about?
You
You do.
do though, Larry.
No.
You do.
No.
So I go
No,
off
I
of the
don't know.
reports. I go
I don't
off
know.
of the reports
I don't
that
know.
are given to us, right? Just
See,
like everybody
you're saying
else.
report. You're
Yeah,
saying
just
report.
like everybody, just like you, just like
No,
me, just like
I'm not
Roy,
saying that.
just like Rohit.
I'm not saying
Every
that.
single person has to go off of the reports that we hear.
No,
okay?
I'm not going
And
about
then-
report.
No, that's
Ah.
if
So-
you
so
don't,
what
you
are
have
you
no
doing?
information. If you don't go off the reports, you have
I
no
think-
information.
No, I'm not
Plain and
saying that.
simple.
I'm saying that it's bullshit what
Where
reporter
is
says.
Red John? We need Red John here. Let's get Red John in here and let's pump it up. Let me text Red John because this is not enough. We need to go even
we need
further.
some positivity from Red John.
The positive point is we don't have Kessie against Porto, so this is a silver lining in our game.
And speaking of that, I don't want anyone to go against me when I say Tonali needs to play over Kessie. Because I've been
Well,
saying
No,
well,
this
you
say
from
always
the
that.
Nasser
beginning.
was
No, no,
amazing. He
Nathan,
played
Nathan.
amazing, and
Now,
Oh, sorry.
once again, Tonali does not start the Champions League game, and again we get punished for that. That's the second time. So from now
But
on, I don't want to hear none of that
Nathan,
shit. He needs to play.
he had
I
an
don't want to hear
injury.
that
The
shit.
first time against Liverpool, he had a problem and he couldn't play.
Okay. He was fine. If he was not able to play for 60 minutes, if he was unable to play for that whole 60 minutes that he did when he came in, then I can understand. But he came in at the 30-minute mark and played his ass off for the rest of the game. Tonali was fine. He was fine.
Tonali was fine because you like him, man. You're not objective. You don't look at the
I-
players. You
Okay,
like
I'm
him.
sorry.
You
But
like
you
him.
like
You like
Pioli,
him.
therefore you don't want to criticize him.
I liked Kessie the season before. I wasn't. Now Kessie's playing bad. I'll say it. Benacer is not. He didn't play well. I was saying it.
You know what?
Tonali plays well. I'll say it.
I
Tonali
like the
doesn't play
player
well.
who's-
I'll say it.
I like the player
You
who's
guys
in
forgive
form.
everything. You
I
forgive
like the
everything
player
to
who's in
Tonali.
form. I like the player who's in form.
Yeah, but
That's
he's a
who I like.
seasoned man.
And
He's
guess
not a
who's in
fucking.
form? Guess who's in form right now? Tonali. So therefore, you fucking play him. You don't play
No,
the
you
player who's
say
out of form in a
you
big
say
game.
I have the last video. I have the recording. You say I want Tonali and Kessie to play. I have the recording, man. And you say that Tonali is gonna bench Benacer this season.
Yeah, I said he's gonna
You
bench
say it.
Benacer. I said he's gonna bench Benacer, but I also was not counting on the fact Kessie would continue to play bad like this.
So who the
And
fuck is
because
going to play, man? Tell me who the fuck is going to
Tonali
play.
and
These are the
Benacer
three
would be
players.
the ones who would play. That's who.
No, you said he's gonna bench Benacer. So clearly
I
you want
guess,
Tonali and
and you know,
Kessie.
and I just told you right now, I also did
No.
not count on Kessie playing continuously bad over and over and over and over and over again. So because Kessie has been playing bad for every single time.
No, guys,
Then you don't play him.
your opinion changed every time the
you're
wind
right.
changed, man.
My opinion changes with how a fucking
No,
player
every time
plays.
the wind changed. Every time the wind changed.
Yeah,
Is the
and I
wind
guess
pumping on
the wind
Benacer?
changes a
Benacer
lot
should
when
play.
it comes to Kessie, I guess.
No, you should say it before, man. You should say it, not later. You were saying Kessie Tonali in the beginning.
Yeah, because Kessie, I thought he would be able to pick his shit up. But guess what? Kessie proved me wrong, and Benacer proved me wrong. And so now it needs to be Tonali and Benacer.
So next game we are going to see them. We are going to see Ben Nasser and Kessie.
I don't want to see fucking Kessie and Benacer. Tonali needs to play with. It needs to be Tonali and Benacer.
Man,
but if it's Tonali and Kessie, then it is what it is. But I wouldn't agree with it.
Nathan,
well, you need to rest some players too.
Yeah,
sometimes.
exactly,
You can't
man.
just
Those
always
legs,
play
man,
Tonali.
are real, are not robots. They need to rest, man.
Okay,
are you
well,
crazy?
We should be proud to have players like Kessie,
exactly.
on the bench. I mean, that's good depth we have. I mean, Tonali can't play every game. Kessie plays the game. Tonali plays the game. That's how it works.
And Nathan, if Tonali gets injured, then also it's gonna be Pioli's fault.
Yeah, Pioli's fault because he's playing always
come
Tonali.
on, man.
You should rest Tonali.
Nah.
But when Tonali's okay, he should play every time. You guys are
What
crazy, in my opinion.
Bro,
whatever you
the
say
rest-
goes against what he's saying.
Bro, what's next? The next World War will happen because Pioli said
Well, for
so.
me, the only mistake Pioli made for me was when you got 6 guys in the back and you play with Giroud on top. I mean, you need a fast guy on top. If you play counter attack, that's the only thing I've got.
Exactly.
My opinion. Say, you know what is the only mistake Pioli made? Pioli should have go completely nuts. As soon as Kessie gets the first yellow card, he tells him to fuck off and put Tonali straight away. On the minute 15, does that change? And he said, you know what? I'm not allowing anyone to ruin this game. That is the only mistake Pioli made. But I haven't seen any manager in the history of football to change a player in 15 minutes for a yellow card. And I don't think I'm gonna see Pioli do that. But
Guys.
that was the only thing to do.
Yeah, and you keep talking about putting Giroud. Well, Rebic lost his head. He already had the yellow card, and normally he's a very angry player. He can easily get the second one, and if that happens, he's gonna miss the next game. Also, Leao had to come off because we were gonna play against Atalanta, and basically he's gonna be our most important player. So it's easy to come here around and criticize Pioli for everything that goes bad in this world, but you also have to be fair and objective at the same
We
time.
could have played Leao and play Rebic and Giroud against Atlanta.
No, we needed
What do you
to
mean?
take Leo.
We
What do you
needed
mean?
a fast player against Atletico. When they were pressing us, we needed a fast player, not someone like
Okay,
Giroud who
okay,
can
okay,
run.
okay. In that case, if Leao got injured, it was also gonna be Pioli's fault because he was not gonna play against Atalanta. You see
So
what I'm
what?
trying to
So we
say?
should sub players off because there's a chance they get injured. So they sub Neymar
Yes,
off and Mbappe
yes.
off in PSG
No,
because
Yes.
they
why are
may
you
get
doing that
injured.
example, man? Don't go to PSG,
Exactly.
man. That's the
Because
job of
because
Pioli, man.
Neymar
Pioli-
is old, because Messi is old, but Leao is young. He can perform 90 minutes, and even
What
he
is
can
that
perform
logic,
in
man?
extra.
Are you serious? Are you actually being serious right now?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Diaz got
You're
injured,
serious?
and he's
What's
bro.
wrong with it?
Whoa.
I'll tell you
What
what's
do you
wrong.
mean?
Sorry, Light. I'll tell you what's wrong.
Well,
You
every
guys
player
play.
is
Yeah.
different. Some players
No,
like
listen.
to play every game. Some need rest. I
No,
mean, we're not in
you
the
guys,
backstage
listen.
area. We're not
You-
at the training grounds. We don't
No,
know. But
and Diaz.
normally, lots of
Sorry.
players need rest, and that's what he's
And
doing.
Diaz got injured and Pioli got the play. So if Leo stayed and he pressed, it was gonna be Pioli's fault because he kept running and was put in a system that would make him injured, and the fault also on Pioli and again and again and again. Come on, guys.
Nobody's
I mean,
blaming
seriously.
Pioli because Diaz is injured. I didn't hear
What?
anyone blaming
Oh,
Pioli
you didn't
that
hear
Diaz
it.
is injured.
You
You
didn't
didn't
hear
hear
it.
exactly. You didn't hear
You
exactly.
should watch the video on minute
Exactly.
58. You're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it
That was
clearly.
because of the. We were talking about the formation. We were talking about 6-2-1, and
Bro,
you don't agree with that.
Bro, we spent many minutes talking about Diaz's injury. Come on, run the video back.
Yeah, because of the 6-2-1 formation, not because of he played too much.
Who's
And if
saying that?
Leao-
Who's saying that? Who's this guy? Is that
What do you
Cena
mean?
or Andrew?
Yeah.
Who said that?
Cena.
Cena, I like Cena. Cena's a smart guy. I like Cena.
Of course you like him.
Because
You
he's
didn't
saying
even
that
hear what he's saying. He didn't even hear that he's saying that Pioli
Nobody
has the
said
fault.
that. Nobody said that Diaz got injured because he played more. Roy said that Diaz got injured because we changed to 6-2-1 and they were pressing us so bad.
Yeah, exactly. Because Pioli's fault, no?
Yes.
So
correct.
Yeah,
the
the change
same-
of formation is Pioli's
If
fault.
Leao stays in the pitch and get injured, it's Pioli's fault because you're gonna say, "Oh, the tactic of Pioli was wrong and Leao got injured. They should have done that. He should have changed the tactic." Man, Balotelli, he played like shit. Have you seen the game of Balotelli? Can we talk
Yeah,
about Balotelli?
true. Balotelli played so bad. He played bad last game too, and I don't
And you're
understand
blaming
why he
Pioli
wasn't
for
in.
that. That is funny. That is funny for you guys. You
Why
guys are
you
blaming
subbing
Pioli
him
for
in?
that. Balotelli play like shit.
Hey,
Giroud
guys.
play like shit, and you're blaming Pioli for
Guys,
that.
listen, we should be.
No,
we
I
should-
agree with you. Balotelli plays like shit.
Guys, we should be happy and we should be blessed because we are maybe the first generation ever to witness a 6-2-1 in football, guys. This is a great day. It's a great day to be alive.
Yeah,
right?
baby.
Roy.
Well, Roy, I don't understand. They played in a 6-2-1, and that's okay. What's
not
the issue with that? I mean, I understand it's the second game back in Champions League, and Pioli was scared, so he had to play the 6-2-1 because Simeone put all the attackers on. So I don't understand why you have a problem with
Good
the 6-2-1.
manager, he
Hold on,
won't
hold
be
on.
scared.
Let me respond. You just said it. Pioli was scared. That's why I called him a coward. If you are not a coward, you play a 4-4-1 defensively. Your shape needs to be a 4-4-1 defensively. But right away, the tactic was this. As soon as Atletico Madrid has the ball, it becomes a 5-3-1, right? And then I think Diaz got Diaz came out, and then it became a 6-2-1. It's like,
Yes.
but do you understand what 2 in the middle means? It means
Well, I
that
understand. I
it
agree
means-
with you,
hold on,
but
hold on.
that,
But let me finish. It means that on the sides of those 2, there's infinite amount of space where players don't even need to. They can just walk with the ball all the way to your box. You're literally inviting the opposition into your box. Of course,
Exactly.
they're going to get a penalty. Of course, they're going to get a lucky shot, bounce here, there, and they're going to shoot it in goal. You're
Right, but
inviting
you
that
can-
situation to happen.
you can still win a game with a 6-2-1. It's not impossible.
Okay.
If you have a fast player on top, you can send him and he can score a goal. It's always possible.
Yes, but that's like a narrow path.
If you have Leao on the left instead of Balotelli and Ibrahimovic as a striker, you can go always on the counter attack. always, and be dangerous. If you have Balotelli, Florenzi, and Giroud, you don't have zero chance. But those are the players that Pioli had. That's not true. Okay, that's not true. We saw that. Basically, Giroud couldn't do anything basically alone.
Because he had nobody there to help him, man. That's why.
Oh, thank you, man. Red Devil Studio says that we cannot actually go through because Porto is not great.
We have to win all the games to go through.
No, 3 wins and 1 draw.
I want to hear Yusuf about this game, man. Now I don't care anymore. Let's hear Yusuf. What do you think about the game, man? Say your opinion.
My opinion is I think the fans are being too harsh on the players. They're young. They're 23. So like, it's their first year in UCL. So I didn't have big expectations from them. But the way they fought during the game, they've impressed me, honestly. They showed the fighting spirit. And I think we're just being too harsh. Because they're a young squad. And Atletico has a lot of experience. Like Griezmann played in the final.
Excuse me, but at least I'm not being harsh with the players. I'm being harsh with the coach. The coach is not an inexperienced.
Pioli hasn't played UCL though.
Huh?
Pioli hasn't.
But Pioli is what, 50-something, 60-something? I mean, the man should not have that kind of courage.
But he has no experience in the UCL. So how would you expect him to manage a game that requires experience? This game required experience. We were 1-0 up with a red card, 10 men. This is the game where you need experience.
I won't debate that.
I think if it was Real Madrid or a team with Bayern Munich with experience, they would have ended that game 1-0. Look, our team,
Real Madrid lost 2-1 against Sheriff, man. I don't know what Ancelotti is on the eyes of Roy.
Exactly. Ancelotti
I want to hear
fired
that.
now. Ancelotti is a
he needs to get
Sheriff
fired.
is not a bad team.
Yeah.
Everybody's shitting on Sheriff. They played a great qualifiers that beat Dinamo 3-0.
Yeah, but Atletico is a shit team.
No, they're not.
Is a shit team.
Well,
So, but no, we're saying that
Nobody said Atletico is a shit team.
No, you're saying Pioli was a coward. We should have win this game because Atletico is a shit team.
Nobody said that. You're making that up.
Nathan says that. Nathan says that. He's an awful Atletico. You guys need to agree with each other.
Okay, fine. It is true. Atletico right now is poor form. We saw it today.
Yes. They made a lot of missed passes.
But a team of youngsters can beat Atletico if the game said 11-11. We even saw today, the reason why I'm pissed off is because even when we went down a man and we kept on playing with that 4-4-1, we could have still beaten them. But what we also saw today, but for some reason you guys do not want to acknowledge, is that Pioli pussied out.
No, he didn't have enough
Roy,
good
I'm the
players.
one agreeing with you, Roy. I'm
job.
just saying that you can win games on 6-1. It's not impossible to win games on 6-1. But of course he puts it out, but that's what he chose to do.
Okay. Is this Sina?
No, that's Andrew.
Andrew, let me ask you a question. You're saying it's possible to win a game with a 6-1. Have you ever seen a 6-1?
Well, normally it's not 10 men, but normally it's 11 men, and you got 5-6 guys in the back and one up front. You can still win games.
A very direct question. Have you ever seen a 6-1?
Well, not that I remember.
Okay, so how do you know?
But that doesn't mean that it's not possible to win.
That today.
Pioli invented a 6-1 today. This is the first time that it's ever been seen on a football field.
I think Antonio is right. This was a massive robbery, man. They basically robbed.
The referee. It was a lot of 50-50 decisions. I mean, it's not the referee completely made a mistake.
Listen, when it's a 50-50 decision at the 93 minutes, you don't give a penalty. If you're not sure 100%, you don't give a penalty.
My problem with that scene was that he didn't go and watch it on the TV. He didn't go and watch it on the TV.
Exactly, he didn't go.
No,
if he goes, that was a massive robbery.
My only problem with the referee was the penalty decision. Kessie gave him no choice. In these games, in these Champions League games, you have referees who want to be stars, who want to elevate themselves above being referees and play an important role in the game. If Kessie did not make that stupid second challenge, yes, Atletico players made equally stupid challenge, but he was on a second yellow card. He should never have made that challenge in the first place.
Well,
He should
of
never have
course,
made
but
he should never have even made that first foul. It was a
yeah,
cynical,
it was, but it
professional
was still a
foul for no
50-50.
reason. It
It was
wasn't
still a
Guys,
50-50. It
50-50
was not
because
50-50. He went
yes, I
straight
mean
through the
that
back
the
of him.
referee. Hey, listen, the referee could have went over to Kessier and told him one more move like that and you're out. He didn't. He immediately gave him
The
the yellow.
referee wanted to play a part in the game, and Kessie gave him the excuse to do so.
exactly. That's true. That's true. Kessie shouldn't even go close to that player. Should even go with that energy. Why? No needed. No needed. It's
Well,
not a,
of course
he's
it
not
was
risking a
stupid.
goal. He
It
was stupid.
was
Kessie was
50-50.
stupid. And I hope all the Milan fan now understand why Maldini is not giving 6 million, whatever, 9 million, whatever he wants. Anyway, Pete, I want to hear Pete now. And I think I'm going to close the live, guys, in a bit. I want to hear Pete.
No, this is
So
fun.
he's gonna,
Keep it going.
no, he's going to talk now
Let's
as
fight.
much as
Let's
he wants.
fight. Let's fight with courage.
Now, I'm not fighting with people.
Let's not pussy out like Pioli.
They don't have energy. You guys don't have topics. You don't have proofs. You're just saying beautiful words and that's it. No fighting. Pete, go for it, my man.
You're a prophet.
Pete.
Be great right now. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Really quick, I had to step away from work. I was unable to watch the game as closely as I like on my big TV. I had to kind of watch it on my phone as I was working. I can't speak to a lot of the tactical things you guys were talking about, like the shape of the team, because I couldn't watch it really closely. But I'm really disappointed in the referee. I have the CIA looking into his connections to Hakan Çalhanoğlu as we speak. That upset me. It was very disappointing, especially for this young team. We totally outplayed them and outclassed them for, I'd say, 75 minutes of the match, even defensively holding out for that long like we did. And there's a lot of merit in we wasted a lot of counterattacking opportunities that we had when we were playing with 10 men, but I'm not going to put it on them necessarily. We can talk about Pioli once I've watched the match on my TV again, after I've recovered a little bit, maybe in a couple days. I'm going to watch it and see more tactically, but I'm still really proud of him because there was a lot working against us, and we were definitely the superior team. Even Diego Simeone has come out and said as much in his press conference. There's another thing you guys could look at. I need to look at it more closely. But there was a yellow card called on Mike Maignan in the
Pete, go for it. What do you say?
And it looks like, looking at the image of when the yellow card was given, he was being wrestled by fucking Suarez in a very similar way, looking very hungry, the way he did to Chiellini all those years ago. So there's a lot of shit going on in this match that I'm not happy with. But I'll have to look at it more closely. But I just wanted to say I'm really proud of our guys.
I'm really proud as well. Yeah.
Let's not turn on each other. Let's, there's been a lot of argument tonight, and it's because we're really upset.
Listen, at least this is how I am. We can shout at each other. You can tell me everything you want. That doesn't change anything. At the end of the day, we're all friends here. We're brothers or whatever. But I don't hold back, and I don't want you to hold back with me either. So nobody's turning on each other.
Amen. I just wanted to say that it got pretty heated there for a little bit. I was listening while I was working.
It's fun.
It's because we're passionate. We're passionate fans, and I'm really disappointed. We had everything going for us tonight, and then it all got kind of snatched away from us.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna close the stream. It's going crazy.
Don't close it yet. Don't close it yet.
No, I'm gonna close it.
No, you can. I'll stay.
No, this is my stream. I'm sorry. You're gonna open another one. This is my stream.
I'm going to open another stream because I have the highlights right here, and I'm going to show you these lines.
This is my stream, so I'll close it when I want it. So let's go with everyone. Final thoughts with everyone. So Roy, you go with your final thoughts for this stream.
My final thought is that Pioli is a coward. He's a coward, and he should not be coaching AC Milan. What he did today with the tactics, showed me that this man has no testicles. And you guys that are defending him, you guys better learn how to read football because you're doing a very poor job.
Okay, Sina, what do you want to say about the game? I mean, your final thoughts?
Yeah, I'm just sad about the game. I think we lost because of Kessie and Pioli, and hopefully we are going to get rid of Pioli by December.
Ooh, hopefully by December. That's good. That's good. Good to know. I think Pioli is going to win the Serie A, but whatever. Saif, what do you want to say about this game?
Nothing negative apart from Kessie asking that 10 million contract. He can fuck off. I literally don't care about him anymore. He destroyed us today. Other than that, great performance by the team. Pioli is still my manager. Padre Pioli. Everyone's gonna love him after he wins against Atalanta in the next games, and he will be the second coming of Guardiola. But when we lose the game after that, he's gonna be back to average Pioli once again. So let's be positive, guys.
I want to show you. I want to show you something real fast here. I'm gonna take this down.
Roy, and
yes.
When you have it ready, you can show it. Okay.
No, it's not. You're not gonna be able to see it. Hold on.
Wait. I can put you at the bigger screen. Here we go.
I'll take a picture of it. I'll take a picture and I'll share it. Hold on. Just keep on going, guys. Keep on going.
Who is next? Nathan, your final thoughts, man. Don't go too tactical, please. Nathan, are you there? 1, 2, 3. It's not available. Yusuf, you want to say your final thoughts about the game?
Yeah, I do
about
think
everything.
To a certain extent, Pioli did play a role on this loss. But just as we give the team some slack because they're inexperienced, I think we should give Pioli some slack too. Because he's an inexperienced coach in the Champions League. And maybe if we had an experienced coach, we would have ended the game 1-0.
All right, guys, I'm about to show you.
And we just think, and I think we just need some patience with Pioli. The more he's gonna play in the UCL, the more he's gonna know what it takes to win a game.
Pioli needs a kick in the ass.
By the way, I think Man United lost against Young Boys, one man less, and anyway, thick size, man, thick size. What do you want to say? Your final thoughts?
I'm really proud of the guys for the first 30 minutes. I thought they played excellently. They played a really great attacking game with fluidity, had control of the game, and I'm very proud of them. I'm very disappointed in Kessie with his actions. As far as I'm concerned, that was the decisive moment that cost us the game. The second half, it was a rearguard actions. Roy and I are going to disagree on how we view it, but to me, the referee made the final decision because that was never a penalty. And there we go. We lost. And it's going to be very difficult for us in the remaining games in the Champions League, but I wasn't holding out any hope that we were going to win the Champions League this year. I hope that we would get out of the group stages, and that is a remote possibility. And I think we should continue to play an attacking game in the Champions League. But I've already moved on from tonight and looking forward to Sunday. We must get at least a point against Atalanta.
Yeah, I'm more worried about Atalanta than this game, honestly.
We're gonna get a point, at least 1 point against Atalanta. My final thought, and after that, I'll close the live, and Roy can actually show some tactics. I think I'm really proud about the guys, about the team, about Pioli. They did an amazing game, even when we were just 10 against 11. What's that, Roy? Yeah, you can put it. Can you put it?
No. Okay. But you can finish talking. I'm showing you I just took a picture of a moment where they're playing 6-2-1.
Put it. I want to see it.
It's sideways. It's sideways.
No, I can see it. No. But I won one when we have the ball. Because Selemaker is there checking his man. It's not his fault. He needs to go there.
Selemaker shouldn't be there.
Where? You should left the man on the right.
No. Selemaker should be in the midfield line, and that player wouldn't be there if Salamakers is in the midfield line.
Simeone is putting another 2 extra wing to wide the game, so our defense opens up and he can have space in the middle. No. Can you show me one? Can you show me one when we have the ball?
I'll show you.
When we have the ball. Give me one when we have the ball. Okay.
I'll show you one.
That's the thing. I'm really proud about Pioli. I'm really proud about the team. I think we gave just one chance to Atletico and they scored. The only chance they had was shooting from 25, 30 yards. And the referee completely is a job. I think it's a job.
Here's a moment where Tonali has the ball and we see the line of 5 and Salamakers is there 6. Look at all this space here. Tonali has the ball.
Wait a minute. Tonali steals the ball, no?
Right.
Can you go forward with the... So we can see what happened after.
This is a pick. Yeah, Tonali goes forward and tries to do a counterattack. But he's got nobody there because the whole team is on the defensive line.
Why Tonali is going alone? Why he doesn't keep the ball and he starts to pass the ball to Benacer when he's alone? See, Benacer is alone. He can get the ball, comes back and give the ball to Benacer and starts to play football. Where is going?
I mean, he's trying to go for a counterattack. He could have done
alone. He should have played football.
Because there's nobody there, Alliance.
No, Benacer is alone. You can see. Benacer is alone.
Benacer is alone, but look how far he is. And he's behind. Look how back he is.
Giroud is alone as well. That is the quality of a player. You get the ball.
Okay,
you get the ball.
Here we go. We're throwing Tonali under the bus to protect Pioli.
No, don't change the topic. Don't change the topic. Don't change the topic. You get the ball. You get a foul, you pass the ball, you find the player, but you don't go.
He actually got a foul.
So perfect. We got now show me how was the shape.
This is an example of a 6-man defense and 2 midfielders, and this is how you play. This is not how you play football.
It's not working, man. It's not working. 6.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 midfielders.
There is.
No, guys. Images lie. This is I Photoshop this. I tell you, I'm gonna make you a video.
It's not
tomorrow.
Photoshopping, man. I told you.
Guys, watch Tactical Solutions tomorrow. I'm gonna make a video to disprove all of your everybody's justifications for Pioli.
Nah, bullshit. It's bullshit. You're not giving me the proper pictures. And anyway, pictures, you can stop it in any convenient moment you like.
No,
I want to see the action.
I'll show you the action. I'll show you the action.
In any convenient moment, you can change it. No. Whatever. I think we're going to win against Porto, both of the games if we play like this. And Pioli is not to blame. That is just... We were just unlucky. That's it. The referee was just great.
Guys, Pioli said Brahim has knee problems. We will see what the situation will look like on Sunday.
Yeah. I think Brahim is not going to play against Atalanta, but it's not a problem. I think Rebic can do that position pretty well in a different way, but Rebic can play in that position. I'm more concerned about
here's a beautiful
the shape of how it's going to feel Benacer and Kessie. I think Kessie is going to be rested. I don't know, between Benacer and Tonali, who's going to feel better. I'll close the live. Roy, do you want to show a last picture? Yeah.
I have one more picture. One more picture, guys. To show you guys how bad Pioli is as a coach. One more picture. Unfortunately, I can't show you videos because otherwise the stream would get banned. But here's another example of Madrid coming out of the ball. Look at our defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 2 midfielders there.
Look at Selemaker. Where is Selemaker?
Yeah, look at where is he? Look, why is he there? He should be in this space right here. He should be in the middle. Look at that defensive line. It's
because 1, 2, can 3, you 4,
see? There's no excuse.
Can you see that Simeone put another wing on the left?
Laet,
are you going to leave that wing alone?
Laet, how many? Look at the Atletico Madrid player in the middle. You need
more, man.
You need 3 players to mark that one guy. That Atletico Madrid winger is there because Salamakers is giving him the space to be there.
He's going to stay there because he's one more. His team is one more. He's not going to move from there. He's going to stay there.
Salamakers should be defending the midfield, not the defense. And And listen, again, look at Atletico's shape. They only have one striker in the middle. You have 3 players or 1 striker. Pioli's an idiot, guys. I'm sorry, but Pioli's an idiot.
Nah.
Pioli is 100% a moron. A moron.
Amir wants to join. You know what, Amir? I'll send the link in a second. You are gonna be the last one. You say your final thoughts, and I'm closing the live for real. And you, Roy, can actually do the tactical, which is more focused on your, tactical opinion. Amir, come in, and you can close. We close the live with him, because I think he wants to say something before we close the live. Anyway, guys, we need to be positive. I think the team was amazing in the first half. No, Atletico didn't stand a chance. Thank God the referee saved their ass. I would say didn't stand a chance. The first 30 minutes, they didn't see who was in a goalie for us. They were really poor.
And also after Kessie got the red card, Atletico Madrid still could not see who our goalie was.
Yeah, I mean, well, things
Come
shit
on,
happen.
guys. Come on, guys. Just admit it. Pioli fucked up. Why can't you admit it?
Okay, let's close with Amir, man. You are, because it's your first day, you're gonna close the live, man. So
yeah,
be
I'm in
careful.
my car.
What do you say?
I'm in my car. I finished. Listen, I was here at the beginning. I just went to an appointment to see a house. I was there for 1 hour. You guys were talking about Pioli. I come back. You're still talking about Pioli.
Exactly,
Come
man.
on. Okay, listen. Pioli has never coached in the Champions League before. Did he make a mistake? Yes. Okay, but we got to get over it. Enjoy the game. And honestly, Pioli was put on the spot. He shouldn't have had to think about this. Really, he was put on the spot. I think we played good. And when we get everybody back after the international break, we're gonna win the Scudetto. And if we don't come out of the group, it's not the end of the world. This is the group of death, guys. What did you expect? What did you expect from this group?
Yeah, man. Forza Milan. Great words. And subscribe, follow.
Forza Milan.
And we guys are even worse than what you've seen today. So don't worry, you're gonna see even worse. Forza Milan, and definitely we're gonna win.
Milan.
Forza
Thank you, guys.
Pioli! Forza Pioli!
Pioli is on fire.